Know that trees have a language. They have a language just like you and I have a language. People have a language. Animals speak to one another. The elements speak to one another. There are beings called treants. And what a treant is basically a tree that has humanoid qualities or features, like in the movie Lord of the Rings. Remember when the hobbits were riding on the trees? There is ancient lore. The druids spoke with trees and had relationship with trees, and all the Celtic lore and traditions or background has these relationship with trees. And it's funny because for me as a shaman, I'm connected, very deeply connected with the nature spirits, the trees, the animals, the herbs, the elements. And so for me, it's a direct experience. No one that I know experiences this, with the exception of me, of course, other shamans and other people that are connected in that way. However, it feels good and confirmation for me to connect and then find out later on about them. There are, and I'm going to do more research, but today I went to walk my twin to his car to go to work. And I never walk all the way to the big parking lot. I just usually stay here, we kiss each other goodbye, or I might walk to the closer parking lot. Anyway, long story short, I'm getting to a point. I went there today after the strength of yesterday being the 13th, which is my favorite number. It's the hidden knowledge, that's the hidden information, that's the Ophiuchus, the serpent energy of Cephalus, the serpent bearer, which is the Kundalini knowledge, the Kundalini energy, the enlightenment energy of the soul, of the hidden information that is been tucked away. And anyway, that's a whole nother subject and a whole nother thing. But I went with him and I stopped at the tree because this tree is always quiet with me. It's one of the only ones that has never spoke to me, but he has these like almost like dragon scales that they go out, you'll see. And today it spoke to me. It said, I want you to look into tree language and tell people about tree language and connecting with trees in their area, and that the trees will give them information and knowledge around about their area and about their surroundings. It will give you information and to just be more connected with nature that way. And then Was came, I'll do a separate video from that, and gave me a message about connecting and looking down and being aware and being more connected with the outside. Tree language, the language of the Celtics and Druids is called Ogham. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but it's Ogham. I'm going to look more into that. And so yeah, I just wanted to, and the crazy thing about yesterday, there's this documentary that we looked up years ago that talks about the ancient trees that were cut down, some of these mountains that are supposedly mountains, but they're actually tree stumps from long before, and how things were, you were more had more oxygen and more electromagnetism, and things were bigger and all of that. That's a whole nother subject as well. I know I digress and I'm saying a lot, but just get this: trees are alive. Trees have personalities just like us, just like animals. They have their own connection and line of communication, and they are fabulous, amazing beings. And they literally will take your energy, your stress, your anxiety, and they will give you, they'll have, it's a safe space to speak with them and tell them things, and they will give you energy. Plant your feet, your bare feet by a tree, hold on to a tree, talk to a tree, hug a tree, give thanks for a tree, and you will feel better. This is what they're here for. They are observant. They're here to hold space for us. I've talked to them, and they are remarkable beings. And this tree, he gave me his name today. His name is Gonklor, and he told me to tell you about tree language and to connect with trees, and just do a deep dive. We dive into other things. So dive into the language of trees, and then I'll do more research about the Devas, Devas, and bring that later. But we're just exploring the magical world of tree, the tree kingdom, tree language, the tree ants. And I hope that this helps. And if anybody else has been connected with trees and talked to them and know more than me or can share, I would love that. Leave a comment. Hope this helps. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I love you, and Lak'ech.